source, placeholder, and all that. Now we're going to do that here in a query. For instance, source is right away provided. Notice how we look for Gatsby image data and we're good to go. The source is provided, but notice our options here. So for example, I can go with a layout. Remember, that was one of the options when we were setting up, of course, our static one. And what do you know? I have fixed there. I also have full width and constraint. So hopefully you get the gist, where again, the setup is the same. In here, I'm hard coding that for every static image. In here, I just say, all right, get me all the images. Then specifically get me this Gatsby image data, and that's a must. You must provide this one. And then if you want to provide more options, you can definitely do so. So in this case, I'm going to go with fixed layout. As far as the placeholder, I'm going to go with the blurred one. And just to showcase that we have more options, I'll also go with transform options. And that's something we didn't cover in the static image because I didn't see the point of covering all the options that we have. And then we can just go with the grayscale and we're going to go with true. And you'll see once we set up the gallery how it looks like. So once we run it, now of course we provide those options. Not only we provide the basic setup, because remember, when we set up the image, whether that's static or Gatsby, of course, there's going to be some defaults. That's what I mentioned before. When it comes to options, there are some defaults. That's why if you just run Gatsby image data, yes, you will get some data, the correct data, but of course, with just some preset options. In this case, I'm more specific. I'm saying, hey, get me the layout and I want layout fixed. Get me the blurred one and hopefully you get the gist. So everything is nice. We're getting this data. Basically, we just need to set up the query in our gallery and we're going to be in good shape. But there is a catch. And if we go back to our project and if you open up the terminal, you'll notice you can't use child image sharp together with logo SVG. So effectively, we need to remove our SVG file from the query. And that's a bummer, but that gives us an option to practice on our arguments. If I scroll up, I can filter. I can say, you know what? Get me all the images apart from the ones that have the SVG extension. We bravely click on filter, then we keep on scrolling. And of course, we're looking for the extension. There it is. That's our extension. And then we say the extension is not equal. And we simply go with SVG. And then once we run it, notice